Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the good, the bad, the ugly, the juice review show brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapors. Now, the two I will have a look today, slight little departure from what I normally would be doing on these reviews, is two tobacco ones from Blacknote. And the two I'll be looking at from their V collection is Reggae and Jazz. I've got to say for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review. I did not pay for the product. The product was very kindly given to me as a sample from Vapor Expo. Also got to state individual taste setups and of course power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. My weapon of choice today will be the Jeeper 2, and that's got the AIM-09 dripper from Asvape. That's dual core to 0.29. Right, we'll crack on with boxes, labels, general safety features, and then we'll crack on with the actual flavour review. Boxes, simple, but do the job. I say these are the sample boxes, so I'm not sure how they actually correspond to the actual, what you'd get it in, but I'm assuming that'd be round about like this. So we've got all the information on there. Have also got to state that the juices today will be a 50-50 PG-VG blend and are a 3 milligram. So we've got that normal balls that we have to have on all products now, which I'm not going to focus to save us arse this morning. This product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance. It's really not, but there we go. Do agree with this bottom part, mind you, it is not recommended for use by non-smokers. Do agree with that, nice to see that on there. Got the warnings on here, toxic if swallowed, harmful in house. Keep locked up near the rich children, wash hands thoroughly after handling, do not eat, drink or smoke while using this product. But we used to drink beer and have a cigarette at the same time. Avoid breathing vapours. Now that's a bit strange, I've got to admit. So don't breathe. Just don't breathe them in. Well, just look at them. Don't breathe. That's weird. Use only outdoors. Or in a well-ventilated area. Or I can't agree with a well-ventilated area with some of the cloud chucking stuff. This is a 50-50. If medical advice is needed, have proper container and label at hand, blah, blah, blah. Dispose of container properly after use. Agree with that one as well. Got the composition, best ingredients, which is VG, PG, tobacco extract, water, nicotine, and then we've got nicotine delivery per dose, which is 30 milligram in a 10ml bottle, and this is a 10ml bottle in size. And that's basically it. Got a nice little drawing on that side, which I do like, which does go with the jazz theme for that. Nothing over the top, nothing immature, nothing cartoony. It's kind of this direction we need to go. We need to cut a lot of this slightly child-friendly crap out of it, or anything that gives the impression of child-friendly crap. Because I know adults like cartoons too, and yeah, but just be a little bit more mature in some areas on our marketing and packaging. Onto the product itself. This has got to be the tightest. Oh, there's going to be innuendos flying through this, but this has got to be the tightest box I've ever had to try to get into. Basically, the bottle is the box, and it is a bit of a struggle to get into this. Basically, you got to open the top, open the bottom, and then push up bottom. No, push up from the bottom. Just as a safety note, do not push this up or bottom. That's really not advisable. It's going to be one of them reviews. I can sense it already. Right, have got to state. Right, I'll just go through this. So it's minimalistic, but it gets the point across. Got the obviously the toxic diamond there, and it's basically the same information that you had on here. And also says sample not for sale. So obviously the ones that are for sale will probably have a batch code on it. Will have this and that, and have an expiry date and all the other gibbons that it's generally included, and will probably also include a leaflet. I was surprised there was there's no room for a bloody leaflet, but I was surprised there was no leaflet in with that as well. Anyway, on to that. Childproof lid is one of those awkward ones. So to get it all the way down, you kind of got to push at the same time. But once on, childproof lid, and you've got to really push down and then kind of pull up as you're turning. Believe me, adults may find this, adults, especially with problems with their fingers, are going to find these lids a bumhole. And it's off. It's the same type of lid that we used to get with 13 Sins, Rude Oil, and that sort of thing. They are a bit of a pain in the arse. But there we go. And it has got a tamper ring as well. And as I always state, if you receive this product and the tamper ring is in any way damaged, demand another bottle. It's there for our little peace of mind that no one has opened that bottle and put anything additional into the liquid. Right, well, let's start off with the Jazz. Now, why I'm doing a tobacco one is because this company surprised me. I mean, when I first went on to vaping from smoking, I went for tobacco flavours. But tobacco flavours 6 years ago weren't great. They weren't great because, well, they were because they weren't at the time because they tasted exactly like some of them tasted exactly like a cigarette. Some of them tasted fucking horrible, really well. But the good ones, I mean, I went through probably 3 months on gold and silver, and that did me. It did me because it reminded me of what I wasn't getting. But then my taste buds came back, and then I tasted the dirty ashtray effect that was coming from these. They tasted a bit too much like crap cigarettes and not like tobacco, like actually nice flavoured tobacco. When I went to a Vapor Expo, saw these guys there. There's a lovely booth, really booth, and the guy who was fronting it was more than happy to chat to anyone about the product, about how the process of it was. So I spent probably a good 20 minutes there, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a try. And actually found I really, really liked them, which was weird because, like I say, traditionally me and tobacco was like, but I was trying to, no, that's really nice because it didn't taste like a dirty ashtray. It didn't leave you with that taste of regret in your mouth that a few of us have felt after giving up, and then kind of going, oh, why did I do that? And then, oh no, I had no one that, and yeah, the cycle continued. But anywho, I'm going to start this off at 3.7. So I'm starting off with the Jazz. Now, this is a collection of tobacco leaves that have been cured and then extracted, the actual flavourings, and has been steeped in a wine barrel. So there should be little woody, fruity back notes to this. So here we go. I'm going to start at 47. I have found playing with the airflow is really good on these ones. Depending if you, I mean, because it's 50-50, it's good for a mouth to lung setup. You can use it in a dripper as well, and I found playing around with the airflow does give you interesting effects on that one. You even get more condensed tobacco the lower down it is with the fruity note. Higher up, I mean, when you open up full whack, it brings out different elements. So it's one you can play with and tailor so you can actually get the experience you want from this juice. But anyway, I'm going to start minimal air hole. 3.7 volts. Output is fine, especially for the fact that I've got a minimal air hole at the moment. I mean, I don't even see that's it. It can go all the way to that, but I've just got that on that at the moment. Quite a nice little tight draw. Kind of gives the impression that you might have just sucked on a button without the horrible taste that goes with it. There's no throat hit, which with me is brilliant, and it's quite good for me on a 50-50 because I'm not generally that happy with PG. I normally go 70-30, 60-40 I push, but 50-50 can sometimes start getting into my danger area, but it's not with this. It's a very smooth vape. But the flavour is absolutely gorgeous. You've got that hint of wine going through the tobacco, which kind of then descends into like a little woody note at the end as you're getting the barrel wood. The other good thing I like about it, they don't use any artificial flavours. All these are natural flavourings they use. So this is the natural flavouring from the cask that they actually steep the liquid in. You're getting that pure tobacco taste. It's not chemically enhanced and pumped full of crap. It's a really nice chilled out little vape. Saying that elements of grape, that wine grape going through that as well, really does bring out some highlights for this. I say this would be brilliant on a mouth to lung set. It does work on a dripper. I mean, I'm now going full airflow now. And you get a really intense flavour because obviously you're taking more in. But it really highlights the wine and that lovely little woody notes at the end. Does knock the tobacco down a tad, but you've still got that tobacco flavour in there as well. That's really nice. It's really smooth. As I say, and I'm not a tobacco fan. That's why this booth really did surprise me. It's one of the few elements of Expo this year I was quite happy to finally try. And I'll be fair, the only reason I tried it was because I was walking around getting a bit bored of the amount of samey that was there this year. But that's really nice. I'm just going to go up to 4. I'm not going to go up too high on these. I don't want to. Mainly because of the PG level. But I mean, I've got up to 55, which is now 4 volts. As I say, this is full air. Going up a little bit higher, the tobacco notes are now more pronounced. It pushed kind of the other elements into the exhale, but it does sit on your tongue. This woody, winey tobacco flavour just sits on the tongue. I'm not saying it's a pure tobacco flavour. There's been no dirty ashtray and all that other crap added to this flavouring. You can actually taste the time and effort that's gone into making these liquids. And these are only made in like small batches at a time. So that's really nice. That's something I could quite happily just be sitting on a Sunday afternoon, having a bit of a puff. Or it was down the pub. Really, really good. Yeah, if you're a fan of just slightly fruity proper tobacco flavours, give that a go. That is Jazz from Blacknote. Oh. So it's not harsh on the throat. Everything is smooth. Since I got past like about 6 months into vaping, throat hit wasn't an issue with me anymore. I didn't want that throat hit. That throat hit just really rasped the throat, and that's why I kind of went up on the VG. And luckily, the devices then gave me the ability to put the power in that I needed for the higher VG stuff that was starting to come through. That's really nice. I want to give that a quick blower. And I've got, like, for a tobacco juice, my wick and coils are as clean as fudge. They are really, really nice and white. Right, I'm going to move on to Reggae, which is a menthol blend. Just blow that out. Because when we started, I mean, good God, we went through some wicks with some tobacco ones. Oh, God, that just tanked and stained everything. And push up button. Anyway. But that one actually came up a bit easier. But yeah, like I was saying, this is an interesting departure for me because I've got many, many years not touching a lot of tobacco ones, mainly because for some reason they felt they had to add the dirty ashtray flavour into it just to give that authentic feel to just having a fag. And they were like, oh, that was the flavour I was getting away from. That's just, ugh. I'm going to fumble these lids. Yeah, it's like push down as you're turning and it will go down. Otherwise, it will just rest there, which is a bit of an arse. Anyway, Reggae. I'm going to go back down to 47. Just 3.7. Close down the air holes first. Here we go. Cool. No throat hit again. Minimal air at the moment, so obviously it isn't going to be a cloud chaser. It's not really designed to be. First thing that will hit you with this is peppermint. The peppermint actually does come through quite strong with this Minimal Air and Power at the moment. Then as it goes down, reminds me a lot of Golden Virginia type tobacco flavour in the background. That does hang around, especially on the back note and on the back side bits of the tongue. Well, you got this peppermint spearmint kind of combination going on the tongue. Reminds me of a mint imperial tobacco with that combination of, say, the peppermint and the spearmint. Peppermint is more dominant, but there is that element of spearmint riding on the back of it. I'm going to go up to 55. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to open it up first. Go back to 47. Open it up. Here we go. Fully opening up the airflow does let that tobacco come through a little bit more and plays at the same time on the inhale with the peppermint spearmint. Does give it more the impression of a very posh menthol cigarette. But once again, you can taste the care, love and attention that's been put to this juice. I say, and this is all natural. This will be proper mint leaves that have been used in this. This isn't an artificial, chemically made, lab-made menthol that's been added to this. This is actually proper leaves. Other thing I've got to mention, and it's really good. I'd like to see more I'd like to see more companies do this, especially on their website. Is if you go onto the Blacknote website, you can look at the lab results. All these have been independently NET tested, and on their website there is a bit where you can go and see the results of all their juices. So you've got the proof in front of you of what is actually in these and what isn't in these. It's good. More companies need to do this. More effort needs to be put in by some companies. It covers your ass and it gives people an element of trust to your company by doing this, because we can see you've made the effort and you're showing us this hasn't got that in, this hasn't got that in, this hasn't got that in, this hasn't got any artificial sweetness. That's another thing I like about this company. There's no artificial sweetness in any of this. No, I'm not, like I said before, I've had tobacco juices before and they killed my coils and they made my wicks look bloody horrible. Made my wicks look like I'd put my fingers through the toilet paper. It was, and that just brings back really bad memories of how our fingers used to look when we smoked. It's not with this. The wicks, the coils are clean as a whistle after this, because you can just tell there's been no additional crap put in with this. This stuff will be perfect for smokers who have just quit. It gives them a cleaner taste of what they used to get, and still a lingering taste of what they used to remember. So obviously cravings from cigarettes will not be so much of an issue. I'm not sure what strengths they go up to. As I say, I went on the site and all that's in American at the moment. So I'm not sure over here what strengths they go up to. I hope they go up to an 18. But especially in a 50-50, they can quite do that. I'm really quite liking that. That's a chilled out vape. I'm going to go up to 55. These are ones I could quite happily just dip into every now and again. They're kind of treat vapes because they've been done so well. Right, I'm going up to 4 volts on full airflow. This one actually abides. This one actually improves with a little bit more power in it, especially if you've gone more for the tobacco flavouring. It mutes down a little bit on the peppermint spearmint, so you're getting more of the tobacco flavour mixed in with it instead of kind of going, oh, it's a mint imperial followed by tobacco that you get lower down. So this does need a little, in my opinion, needs a little bit more power for everything just to come out back, because the inhale's now exactly the same as the outhale. It's just like I've had a really, really high class menthol. And I know there's still a lot of vapors out there, especially on the mouth to lungs, who like their tobaccos, and I can thoroughly recommend these. As I say, this was a surprise to me at Expo. And as also said, if Expo hadn't been quite so samey through a lot of it this time round, I probably wouldn't even bothered with them. I'm so glad I did. I'm saying the guy who's fronting the actual booth, absolute gent. Absolute gent, and made a lot of vapors jealous because of his beard. His beard was fantastic. His beard was the type of thing you could just nest in. It was, yeah. Anywho, I'm gushing over a beard. That sounds wrong as well. Oh no, but shut up now. Anywho, yeah, if you're a fan of tobaccos, or if you've just given up smoking and found vaping, give these guys a go. It's Blacknote. It's a USA company. You're going to be finding them in the UK. If they've been at Expo, you're going to be finding them in the UK somewhere. I'm not sure on stocks or anything. So if anyone knows of any stockists of this, please put them in the comments. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I cannot actually rave on about these guys any more than I am, because they really are top notch. Well, slightly different review there, guys. But if you have enjoyed it, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. I shall be back soon with some more reviews. Take care, and I'll see you later. See ya.